it's like to be a rich person. They spend a lot of money on things they need and want, places they're going, and people they interact with. But, like ordinary people, the rich and elite also have some problems that they have to deal with. Unfortunately, these problems are rooted in the amount of money that they have. Here are the top 13 rich people problems. Number 1. They run the risk of raising spoiled children. Even though they try to impart their values as children, they go above and beyond the usual in raising their children, since the riches they have created a barrier between morality and financial comfort. Many wealthy people worry that their children will become entitled and aimless adults. One affluent participant in a Boston College's Center on Wealth and Philanthropy survey expressed concern that money may ruin his children, instilling in them a sense of entitlement and preventing them from developing a strong sense of empathy and compassion. According to a wealth counselor from a sizable and well-known national financial services organization, the worst outcome for a wealthy family is inept, dependent children. The vast majority of people do not contribute to the development and improvement of society and are wholly reliant on the enormous wealth of their families for their existence and the survival of their progeny. It's a spiraling, downward spiral. Warren Buffett may have phrased it the best when he remarked that a wealthy person should give his children enough money to do anything, but not enough to do nothing. Number 2. They fear being abducted. According to a wealthy heiress on Forbes' list of the richest people in America, she is continuously concerned for her children's protection and safety because they are popular targets for kidnappers. Although several high-profile kidnapping incidents involving the wealthy, such as the kidnapping of software tycoon Eugene Kaspersky's son, Ivan, kidnappings occur reasonably infrequently in the US. According to the FBI statistics, there were only 332 kidnappings of children by strangers in 2014. That doesn't imply that there aren't any risks. Children's Facebook profiles can be one of a wealthy family's most significant security leaks. Seasoned professionals who handle protection for the wealthy told Financial Advisor magazine, "When a child shares personal information and vacation photos online, even the presence of a friendly security team can be compromised. This information is simple to obtain access to, and criminals can use it to attack a family." Number 3. Having $1 billion almost ensures that you'll have people swarming around you and treating you like a personal ATM. Friends and family approach them for money. In her book Gold Diggers and Deadbeat Dads: True Stories of Friends, Family, and Financial Ruin, the author Valerie Rind noted that friends and family are more likely to ask you for a loan if they believe you have money than if they think you are experiencing financial hardship. They may not comprehend, however, that wealthy people do not acquire and preserve their riches simply by loaning vast quantities of money they will probably never see again through perseverance and wise decisions. Additionally, if you choose to lend money, be aware that the interaction will likely forever alter the nature of your connection with the borrower. A CEO who deals with the wealthy claimed that when one family member has significantly more money than another, it becomes a family issue. It might be stressful for the rest of one's life to deal with guilt or the responsibility to support others. Number 4. Even strangers will want money. People will approach you for some of your money if they know you have a lot of it. A well-known luxury travel blogger claimed that random strangers would send her money demands and heartbreaking stories via Twitter direct messages. The heiress previously mentioned said she routinely receives requests for financial contributions to everyone's preferred charities. The query, "How can I get a list of wealthy people willing to give to families that need help?" has its own entire Quora discussion. One of the respondents answered categorically, "You can't," which shouldn't. If they provided that information to everyone who inquired, the families would quickly get a barrage of calls, letters, and visits pleading for assistance. They cannot assist them all. Number 5. They doubt the sincerity of their friendships. TheDailyMail.com recently revealed that wealthy people were questioned in a Reddit forum about the negative aspects of money. An affluent family member acknowledged how difficult it was to make friends. Even worse, his so-called pals disappeared after his family experienced financial hardship. He claimed that they immediately dumped him since he could no longer afford to give them drinks at clubs and pay their tabs at upscale restaurants. He expressed how devastated he was, because in all honesty, he had thought of them as his real friends. When his family recovered from their financial position, he started seeing these people differently. His previous buddies also recovered. He advised them to go off. A few survey participants from Boston College admitted to wondering how many of their pals are actually real. One in particular questioned how many individuals they knew would entirely sever ties with them if they felt they couldn't obtain something from them. Number 6. They ponder whether their partner truly cares for them. Consider a scenario in which you are flush with cash and desire to wed a partner who is less wealthy than you. Additionally, you want to be sure that they are not gold diggers. Most of the rich people interviewed for a separate interview stated that they would be far more trusting of their spouse's intentions if they were married before striking it rich as opposed to if they met their spouse subsequently. The threat posed by some gold diggers is real and present. It is true. Some people like dark hair and blue eyes, but one self-described opportunist told the New York Post that she merely wants a big checkbook. According to a writer with Frustrated Billionaire, situations like this make the ultra-wealthy ponder whether the ordinary person is really with them for who they are or for what they have. One only term applies in this situation: prenup. Number 7. Their wealth may take precedence over other qualities. People frequently pay more attention to a person's wealth than any other qualities and often let their wealth define who they are. Abigail Disney, the granddaughter of Roy Disney, the Walt Disney Company co-founder, shared her experiences of living a wealthy life. People often told her outright, "Oh my god, you must be wealthy." She continued, adding that you never get a chance to create a good first impression since they already have preconceived notions about you before you even shake hands. There is truth in the adage that a person is more than just their wealth. It shouldn't always be the first thing that comes to mind when their name is mentioned. Number 8. Your privacy is compromised if you're also famous. It shouldn't come as a surprise that you will lose a lot of privacy if you're wealthy and famous. The days when you could just walk into a restaurant, a store, or anywhere without much of a possibility of being recognized, approached, photographed, or even talked about are long gone. Most wealthy individuals must put up with people looking through the trash they leave out each week, while some must find more discreet ways to dispose of waste. Number 9. Critics are those who don't know them. The wealthy will constantly come under fire no matter what they do or don't do. When others learn you're rich, they typically have unfavorable opinions or preconceptions about you. Of course, there are certain misconceptions regarding the wealthy. People presume you're materialistic, shallow, greedy, power-hungry, and unaware of what it is to be like an average person. They can assume that you got wealthy by accident, luck, through cheating, or exploiting different loopholes. There's no denying that some people became prosperous due to deception or luck, such as tax evasion. Some individuals even think that you being affluent is a loss for them, as if one person's fortune is connected to another's misfortune. Number 10. They are more likely to be sued. There's always a trail of money, lawyers behind, and dishonest litigants eager to accept the outcome. According to Brian Clayton, CEO of lawn care service platform GreenPal and an entrepreneur who grew his company to 8 figures, the lawsuits are the one aspect of riches that took him off by surprise. The CEO said it's not funny when a stranger appears out of the woods once a month and announces that you've been served. Less than 20% of individuals with a net worth of $1 million and 80% of those with a net worth of more than $20 million, according to a survey by Prince & Associates cited in the newest Newsworld report, are concerned about being sued. Mark Cuban, a well-known businessman and regular on Shark Tank, reportedly indicated on the program that he would turn down investments if there even was a remote possibility of being sued. Number 11. They can be disappointed too. What happens when you already possess everything you could ever want? Goals may no longer be as important to you as they once were because anything you want may be obtained without much effort. You haven't had the time to wish for it or save for it. So the gratification from earning something through your own labor is pretty much non-existent. Being able to buy anything you want whenever you cannot satisfy yourself. It doesn't deliver the joy you anticipated it would. Many believe that if they acquire millions of cash, all of their issues will be solved, and they will be happy. However, this is not typically the case. The truth is that if you were miserable in general before becoming wealthy, it is likely that you will continue to be unhappy. Number 12. They have no faith in those who manage their assets. Rich people always employ others to look after their households, portfolios, and possessions. Some people find it challenging to trust those managing large sums of money. A San Diego-based estate manager related the tale of one of his clients who stashed $1 million in gold coins under his bed. The deceased man's personal helper remained at home after his death, and the alleged gold coins were not found. Number 13. They are constantly concerned. Global currencies, interest rate changes, declining real estate prices, and stock market volatility. Your wealth may be impacted by all of these. The wealthy may not have to worry about actual poverty, but they constantly fear losing everything in the event of a stock market meltdown. It's been said that having money isn't essential until you don't. Money can alleviate specific problems, but there will always be others, which is true despite everything. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the following videos. We'll see you